Hi students, welcome to history class. Before starting lesson, I am asking some questions from previous class. Who implemented Blue Water Policy? Francisco de Almeida. Why did he implemented this policy? In order to establish control over sea instead of land, he implemented this policy. Who is considered as the real founder of Portuguese territory in India? Alfonso de Albuquerque. What is the achievement of Alfonso de Albuquerque? He declared war against Sultan of Vijayapur and won Goa in 1510. Okay, who are the first and last Europeans to arrive in India for trade? The Portuguese. When did Dutch East India Company established? In 1602. Why did Dutch establish Dutch East India Company? With the aim of doing business with the eastern countries. Where did Dutch established their warehouses? Surat, Bhuj, Cochin, Nagapatnam, Machilipatnam and Chinsor. In these places, Dutch established their warehouses. Students, previous class you studied two European trading companies, the Portuguese and the Dutch. Today's class we learn remaining two European trading companies, the English and the French. In the beginning, English arrived India only as traders and they engaged in peaceful trade as their policy. But later they took advantage of weakening political situation of India to protect their political strength. Clear? In the beginning, British entered India as traders and they engaged in a peaceful trade as their policy. But later what happened? They slowly observed the weakening political situation of India. Political situation of India become weak. They observed that and they tried to hold whole political power in their hands. Immediately, English emerged as strong economic and political power in India. Then merchants or traders of England want to develop business with the eastern countries. So they established English East India Company in the year 1600. Okay, 1600. Okay, they established English East India Company. How does Dutch established Dutch East India Company? In this way, English established English East India Company in 1600 CE with the aim of doing business with the eastern countries. Okay, in 1600, English established English East India Company. Okay, so on December 31st, 1600, Queen Elizabeth, she is the Queen of England. She was the Queen of England. She gave permission to English to develop business with the eastern countries for 15 years. Okay, on December 31st, 1600. Okay, Queen Elizabeth. Okay, Elizabeth. She was the Queen of England. She gave charter. Charter means license. She gave license to English to develop trade with the eastern countries. Develop trade with the eastern countries. How many years? For 15 years. Clear this? Here English got permission to develop trade with the eastern countries for how many years? 15 years. Who gave permission? Queen Elizabeth. Who was Queen Elizabeth? She was the Queen of England. When did she give permission? In December 31st, 1600. Okay, Queen Elizabeth gave permission to British to develop trade with the eastern countries for how many years? For 15 years. Okay, so English started their business in 1613. Okay, in the year 1613, English started their business for the first time. Okay, how does they started their business? They got permission from Mughal Emperor Jahangir to establish their first factory at Surat in the year 1613. Okay, in this moment, India was ruled by Mughal Emperor Jahangir. Okay, English asked permission from Jahangir, okay, to establish factories at Surat. Okay, so Mughal Emperor Jahangir gave permission to English to start business at first factory. Okay, first factory at Surat. Which place? At Surat. Clear this? Okay, in the year 1613, British started their business with India for the first time. Okay, then British, they took permission from Mughal Emperor Jahangir to establish first factory at Surat. In this way, English established their first factory or warehouse at Surat in the year 1613. Okay. Later, in 1617, Sir Thomas Roe, he was an ambassador from the court of James I. Okay, he visited to the court of Jahangir. Okay, why? To establish factories in other places of Mughal Empire. Clear this? In 1617, Sir Thomas Roe. Who was Sir Thomas Roe? He was an ambassador from the court of James I. Okay, he visited to the court of Mughal Emperor Jahangir. Why? To ask permission to establish factories in other places of Mughal Empire. Clear this? Okay. So, English established factories at Agra. Okay, Ahmedabad and Bhuj. In these places, English established their factories. Clear this? Okay, in 1617, Sir Thomas Roe. Who was Sir Thomas Roe? He was an ambassador from the court of James I. Okay, Sir Thomas Roe visited to the court of Jahangir. Why? To establish factories in other places of Mughal Empire. So, English established their factories at Agra, Ahmedabad and Bhuj. In these places, English established their factories. Then in 1639, English took Madras from King of Chandragiri and they built St. George Fort. Okay, English took Madras, its present name Chennai. Madras from King of Chandragiri. Chandragiri, Tamil Nadu. Okay, king of Chandragiri, and they established one fort. Which is that fort? Saint George Fort. Okay, which fort? Saint George Fort. Clear this? In 1639, English captured Madras. Madras present name Chennai. Madras from King of Chandragiri, and they built one fort here. Which is that fort? Saint George Fort. Okay. Next. In 1668, Charles II, he was the Prince of England. Okay, Prince of England. He gave Bombay to English for an annual rent of rupees 10 pounds. Okay, in 1668, Charles II. Who is this Charles II? He was the Prince of England. Prince of England. Charles II gave Bombay. Okay, Bombay to British for a rent. How much rent? 10 pounds per year. Per year. Clear this? In 1668, Charles II, he was the Prince of England. In that moment, Bombay was under the control of Charles II. Charles II gave Bombay to British. Okay, for rent. How much rent? 10 pounds to British. Okay. Later, in 1690, English purchased 3 villages. Okay. English purchased 3 villages. Which are those 3 villages? First one Karikata, second one Suttanati, and third one Govindapura. Okay. Karikata. Next Suttanati. And Govindapura. On the bank of Hooghly River. Which river? Hooghly River. Okay, in 1690, English purchased 3 villages. Which are those 3 villages? First one Karikata, next Suttanati, next Govindapura. On the bank of river Hooghly. Hooghly means Kolkata. All these are related to Hooghly. Okay, on the bank of river Hooghly. And they built one fort here. Okay, which is that fort? Saint William Fort. Okay, which fort? English built Saint William Fort. Clear this? Okay, so Calcutta city. Okay, Calcutta city developed around this fort. Okay, which city? Calcutta. Calcutta city developed around this fort. Which fort? Saint William Fort. Next, in 17th century. Okay, in 17th century, here British made Calcutta, Madras and Bombay as their centers of presidencies. 17th century, English made Calcutta, Madras and Bombay as their centers of presidencies. Okay, these three became the centers of presidencies. Which are those? Calcutta, Madras and Bombay. Okay, next in 18th century, English made Calcutta as their capital. Okay, in this way Calcutta became the capital of English. Clear this? Okay, in 17th century they made Calcutta, Madras and Bombay as their centers of presidencies. Okay, later what happened? In 18th century, English made Calcutta as their capital. In this way, the profit of East India Company increased. Then the British got permission to do trade without any tax in Bengal province and Agra from Mughal Emperor Farrukhsiyar. All these enabled English to gain more power in India. Okay, how does profit of East India Company increased? They got permission to do trade without any tax in Bengal province and Agra. Who gave this permission? Mughal Emperor Farrukhsiyar. He gave permission to English to do tax-free trade in Bengal province and Agra. Present Bengal province includes Bengal, Bihar and Odisha states. All these enabled English to gain more power in India. Then in order to protect their military strength, British built forts around their residential areas, okay, and trading centers. Okay, to protect their military power, they built forts around residential areas and trading centers. Okay, then in order to protect these establishments, they appointed soldiers. Okay, and they started to store more and more gunpowder in those forts. In a very short period, English had a strong army. Okay, in this way, English emerged as one of the most political power in India. Okay, now we may study about one more European trading company, the French. Here, the French are the last Europeans who arrived in India for trade. French established French East India Company in the year 1664 and they established their first factory at Surat in 1668. Okay, French are the last Europeans. Who are the first Europeans? The Portuguese. French are the last Europeans who arrived in India for trade. Okay, then to develop their trade relationship, French established French East India Company. French East India Company in the year 1664. Clear this? When did French established French East India Company? In the year 1664. Later they established their first factory at Surat. Okay, where they established their first factory? At Surat in 1668. Okay, in the year 1668, French established their first factory at Surat. Okay, next. In this way, French were successful in establishing their warehouses in different parts of our country. Okay, they were successful in establishing their warehouses, okay, or factories in different parts of our country. So where they established their warehouses at Machilipatnam. Okay, next Chandranagore, Mahe, Karaikal, Koshim Bazar and Balsore. In these places, French established their warehouses. First one, Machilipatnam. Next, Chandranagore. Next, Mahe, Karaikal, Koshim Bazar. Next, Balsore. Okay. French were successful in establishing their warehouses in different parts of our country. First one, Machilipatnam in Andhra Pradesh. Which state? Andhra Pradesh. Then Chandranagore at West Bengal. Mahe at Kerala state. Karaikal at Tamil Nadu state. Then Koshim Bazar at West Bengal. Last Balsore at Odisha state. In these states, French were successful in establishing their warehouses. Next, in the year 1764, French took Wali Kandapuram from local Muslim official and developed it as a major trading center. Okay, in 1764, French captured Wali Kandapuram. And developed or made it as their trading centers, and this came to be known as Pondicherry or Puducherry. Clear this? Okay. In 1764, French took Wali Kandapuram. Which place? Wali Kandapuram from local Muslim official. Okay, and they developed Wali Kandapuram as their trading center, and this place came to be known as Pondicherry or Puducherry. Next, Dupleix. Who was Dupleix? Dupleix, he was the Governor General of French. He visited Pondicherry. Okay, Dupleix visited Pondicherry as Governor General. Okay, and he had high ambition of establishing French as a most major power in India. Okay, he had a very big ambition. What is that ambition? Making French as one of the major power in India. That is the main ambition of Dupleix. Okay, so his ambition led to Carnatic wars with the English. So war started between both English and French. We may study all this in the next part. Okay. So now we may study about what are the main reasons for weak declining power of French in India. First one, French Navy is not superior to English Navy. Here, English Navy is more stronger than French Navy. First. Okay, next, French army commanders, they did not give support to government of France. This also led to their decline in India. Then a political confusion started in French. All these led to their decline in India. Okay. Now I am asking some questions from this part. Okay. First, when did English started English East India Company? In 1600. Who gave permission to French to do trade with the eastern countries for 15 years? Queen Elizabeth. When did she give permission? On December 31st, 1600. When did English started their business? 1613. Name the Mughal emperor who gave permission to establish first factory at Surat. Jahangir. Who gave Bombay as an annual rent of 10 pounds to East India Company? Charles II. Who was Charles II? He was the Prince of England. Which are the three centers of presidencies of English? Calcutta, Madras and Bombay. Which are the three villages purchased by English in 1690? Sutanati, Karikata and Govindapura. Which is the capital of English? Calcutta. Okay, now I am asking questions from the French. Who are the last Europeans who arrived India for trade? The French. Okay, when did French East India Company established? In 1664. When and where did French establish their first factory? At Surat in 1668. Okay, where did French establish their warehouses? In Machilipatnam, Chandranagore, Mahe, Karaikal, Kushimbazar and Balsore. Okay, who was Dupleix? He was the Governor General of French. Okay, all these are information about two European trading companies, the English and the French. Okay, tomorrow class we may study about three Carnatic wars between English and the French. Thank you, students.